everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Study with Soumya. Make sure to subscribe this channel if you haven't subscribed yet. This channel is definitely going to be very helpful for you. Also, do join us at our Telegram channel so that you can be updated about new opportunities and all sort of things. The link for the Telegram channel is provided in the description itself, so you can check it from there. Right? So do join our Telegram channel and do like this video. Provide your feedback regarding this video. So basically, we already have completed 2 videos in the series of data structure. First one is the introduction of data structure, and the next is what is an algorithm. So all sort of things we discussed regarding algorithm. So if you haven't watched those videos, so first complete them and then come to this video. In this video, we are going to discuss about the complexity of algorithm, right? So whenever you are proposing an algorithm, so it is very, very important that you should be aware of the complexity of algorithm, right? Then what do you understand by the complexity? See, there are always multiple methods. There are always multiple methods to solve a problem, right? Multiple methods for solving a problem. Now the thing is that you have to look for a optimized method. Optimize means which is taking less resources. The method, the approach which is taking less resources, we always have to go with that, right? So that's why complexity matters a lot. Suppose you are giving a particular solution for a problem which is taking around 1 to 2 hours for giving the results, right? Which is taking around this much time, but we want instant results, right? Who is going to wait for these many time, for this much time? No one, right? So that's why we have to take care of certain elements, certain time and space when we are proposing a solution, right? So this is what we are going to discuss in this video. So basically, algorithm complexity can be decided or can be measured by using 2 factors. What are the? Time complexity and space complexity. So what do you understand by time complexity? The amount of time required to complete the execution of an algorithm. Suppose we are having an algorithm and the time this algorithm is taking for its execution, this is known as time complexity. Now, when we are considering about this time complexity, so we are not taking the hardware, software, etc. The things are required into the account. Currently, in time complexity, we will consider about the input data only, right? So this is what we are going to consider, right? And next we have space complexity. So what is a space complexity? Amount of space required for solving a problem and producing an output, right? So the memory, your solution, right? The memory your solution is occupying, this is what we consider in space complexity, right? So these are the 2 major factors that decides the performance of our algorithm. So now time and space complexity depends on various things like is hardware, operating system, processors we are using, etc. Right? So they depends on certain features, certain things like this. However, we are not considering these factors while analyzing the algorithm. So we are not taking these things into account as I just mentioned, right? So we will consider here, then what we will consider? Execution time only. So when analyzing the algorithm, so we will consider execution time of algorithm, right? So let me make it more simple for you to understand by using an example. So for example, here we have, consider that you are given an array ARR and an integer x, and you have to find if x exists in array or not. So what is the most basic or simple solution for solving this problem? We can just go through, suppose this is the array 12, 34, 56, 78, 99, right? And we want to search this 78 is our x. This is what we are considering, right? So this is the array we have and this is the x value. So we have to find if this 78 exists in this array or not. So the most basic solution that we can use to solve this problem is that just simply go through each and every element of the given array ARR and then just compare the element of ARR with that of X value. And if they both are equal, in that case, we can conclude that yes, this particular element X is present in our array. So first we will go to this 12. 12 is not equal. Then we will go to 34, then 56, then 78. So 78 is equal to X. That means that X is present in our array ARR, right? So true will be returned. Now, what is the space complexity of this particular approach? So always remember that when we are analyzing an algorithm, right? Okay, my writing is not so good, I know. Yeah. So when analyzing an algorithm, we generally consider worst case, right? So we will consider worst case. So what can be the worst case of this particular solution if this particular X is not present in our array? Suppose our X value is 88. So 88 is present in our array? No, right? So this is the worst case. So in that case, what will happen? We will go till end. What is the end element of this particular array? ARR 99. So we will go up to 99. And what we will get? Nothing, because X is not present in this array, right? So that is the case. Now, what is going to be the time complexity for this particular algorithm that we just proposed? So it totally depends. It is depending on the number of elements that we are having in the array. Suppose this 88 is not present in the array and we are having 50 elements. So we have to do the comparison. We have to iterate through 50 elements, right? So basically this approach or this algorithm is depending on the number of elements. So let us consider that we have n number of elements. We are having n number of elements in our array, right? So what is going to be the time complexity in that case? Time complexity is going to be big O of n, right? So we are going to understand what is this big O. Further in the series of asymptotic analysis, we are going to discuss. But currently, let me tell you that when we are representing the time complexity, so it is in the form of big O. So big O of n means that in the worst case, the time complexity of this particular approach or this particular algorithm is going to be big O of n. N is what? The number of elements present in our array ARR, right? So I hope now you are clear with the time complexity, that what is the execution time our algorithm is going to take. So here we have, next question arises that what is the space complexity? So you can see for this particular solution, we have not taken any extra space. This I we have, so I is going to be of integer type, so it is going to occupy 4 bytes. Right? And this X we have, it is also going to occupy 4 bytes. And this array, suppose let us consider it is having n elements. And you know that integer occupy 4 bytes, right? So how much space this array is going to take? 4 into n plus this 4 for I plus this 4 for X. The total, if generally we will talk, so it is going to be 4n plus 8. The space complexity is going to be this much. But generally what we do consider the polynomial value. So here it is of type n, right? So big O of n is going to be our time complexity for this particular algorithm, right? We generally don't give that much importance to the constant, so they will be removed. This 4, 8, they are going to be removed. They are going to be ignored. So the space complexity is going to be big O of n for this particular algorithm. So here also you can see the space complexity is equal to big O of n for an array of n number of elements, right? And if talking about the time complexity, so I have mentioned that we generally consider worst case complexity, although we have 3 kinds of time complexity, that is worst case, best case, and average case. So the algorithm proposed, what is going to be the worst case? When the element that we are looking for is the first element, right? So for example, we are looking for 12 and 12 here itself is the first element. So this is the best case, right? Because now we don't have to go through all the elements and the true will be returned. Now there is no need to further iterate for all the elements because the first element itself is the element that we were looking for. So this is the best case. So for this, the time complexity is bigger of 1. Why? Because we have to do just one comparison only. So that is going to take constant time. Average case is when the elements that we are looking for is somewhat present in the middle of the array. So how much time it is going to take? Around this n by 2, right? And I just mentioned that we consider the polynomial with highest degree. So it is yours, this n, right? So approximately it is going to be big O of n only. So that's why average complexity is big O of n. Now worst complexity, I already told you. This case occurs when the search element, when the element that we are looking for is not present in the array. It is going to be big O of n. So this is the funda of space complexity and time complexity. And these are very, very important concepts. Even students remain very confused about what is time complexity, what is the space complexity. And in the competitive exam also, you will get the questions regarding time complexity. An algorithm will be given to you and you have to determine the time complexity, right? So we are going to do the further discussion regarding time complexity and how to determine the time complexity in the upcoming video. So make sure to subscribe this channel and turn on the bell icon so that you don't miss any update from this channel, and do join us at our Telegram channel. The link is provided in the description itself. Thanks for watching this video. Bye bye.